All right, welcome back to Yahoo Finance's Education Special. What's next for America's schools? So far today, we have talked about the concerns of teachers, about the challenges for higher education. So now let's think about the challenges of actually operating schools that are trying to get students educated as we begin this uncertain 2020 school year. For more on that, we're joined now by Brett Peiser. He is the CEO of Uncommon Schools, as a public charter school organization. They run 55 schools covering 21,000 students in New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts. Brett, thanks so much for joining the program. So let's just start with how your school year has gone so far as we sit here September 25th. How many of your schools are open, in-person hybrid models? How has that been implemented, and how do you feel like your group has done in these first couple weeks of the year?
Well, thanks for having me. It's such a critical topic. We launched our remote school year on August 31st, 55 schools, as you mentioned, serving 21,000 students across 6 cities and 3 states in the Northeast. And we're fully remote right now. Our plan is to move to a hybrid model, phased in October and November. Taking a lot of the lessons learned that we learned in the spring, when this obviously happened on such a short notice. The first priority for us right now is just ensuring the safety of our students and our staff. That obviously has to be the first and foremost priority. And the other thing we're also thinking about is also just making sure that we're listening to our families and our staff about what they need and what they want. But the most important thing as we've launched the school year is really just thinking back in the spring, which we sort of see as remote instruction 1.0 and what we're calling now remote instruction 2.0, because obviously between the summer and all the lessons learned, we know a lot needs to change.
And on that point, I just want to follow up quickly about maybe a couple learnings you guys have had through the summer months, because I know that the spring was chaotic. Everyone went home and they said, I don't know, we'll figure it out. But since you had some time to develop some programs, where did that kind of take you guys?
Yeah, it's a great question. First is, once again, it's hard to prioritize anything more than student and staff safety. But secondly, the other lesson learned is making sure that we prioritize both our students' academic needs as well as their socio-emotional needs. So while we continue to try to make sure our students are better readers and writers and mathematicians and scientists, that it's really important that we keep in touch with our students as well. All of our teachers do weekly wellness calls with our students so they can check in with them, just make sure they're doing well. Our leaders do wellness checks with our teachers to make sure they're doing well as well. Our social workers are in place also, making sure they're having those conversations with the students too. The other lesson learned is just making sure that families have the technology they need. When this happened, when this first all came together in March, we ended up having to give away thousands of Chromebooks to our families. We've continued to order and give more Chromebooks to our families because obviously every one of them needs a robust device in order to effectively learn. So the importance of technology. And then the last lesson I think learned is really trying to find the balance between making sure our students continue to learn, but also being reasonable with our families and our staff. Families have a lot going on. They're managing their professional lives and they're also managing their children at home. That's complicated. I know it's true for me and it's all probably true for everyone here as well. Or on top of it, our K-8 students have live instruction in the morning, and in the afternoon they have independent work because being live the entire day is exhausting. Our high school students go live the entire day, but we also have lightened up on how much homework they have because at night we want them to be able to spend time with their family and take breaks for, and make sure that they're mentally well as well.
All right, Brett Peiser is the CEO of Uncommon Uncommon Schools, excuse me. Brett, thanks so much for joining the show. Hopefully we can have you back and see how the year plays out for you guys as you start bringing students back over the next couple of months.
Thanks for having me.
All right, and that wraps up our education special here on Yahoo Finance. What's next for America's schools? Again, it's been an uncertain start to the school year here in New York, across the country, and we're just about a month in. We will, of course, track where this story goes, and hopefully we'll have a positive update for you in the months ahead. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Have a great weekend.
Hey investors, Zach Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.